relationships and a place to feel significant. So, my quote for you is providing what they desire most. You provide a relationship that gains permission to guide them to what they need most. Didn't Jesus do that? He met their needs, and then he hoped they would follow. He wanted to be able to teach and disciple them. All right. Let's talk about contact phase, and this is where we're going to get into our tools. And I've just been so excited, to get to this part. Okay, contact phase. Contact means to get in touch with. This is a proactive approach. Andrew found and brought his brother Simon. This is a proactive. You go and you contact someone. So I'm asking today for some commitments to contacting. All right, Jesus found Philip. And notice how cool the connection is. They were in the same city as Andrew and Simon. So it's always a little circle there. Then Philip found Nathanael and said, "Come and see." So what is my part? My part is to make contacts on purpose. Contact people on purpose. Oh, White Young, that's a beautiful boy. Oh, that's a beautiful boy. Y'all are brave. Y'all are brave souls today. That's commitment right there. Have their babies at an evangelism seminar. Wow. That's going to be a mighty man of God. He doesn't have a choice. Okay, let's get started. My part, make contacts on purpose. Getting started. Identify your contacts. That is what is actually said by many of the books I've read. To identify your contacts is the absolute, one of the most defining moments of shifting toward contacts. If I can identify contacts, then I can start moving to work with those contacts. Then the second is to choose where to collect my contact information. Number 3 is develop a tracking system. Number 4 is plan for a next step. And number 5 is follow up with action. Now, if you would look inside your little goodie bag today and find your little black, it's a little black book. Okay, my little black book. Someone has stole my little black book. That's it. Listen to that rustling. That's a funny sound. Little black book. Very important. Very important. Huh? Okay, now, this is a very special notebook. Notice it is blank inside. Very special. This is if you'll read there, I've got a little paragraph. It says, Moleskine is a legendary notebook used by European artists and thinkers for the past 2 centuries. From Van Gogh to Picasso, from Ernest Hemingway to Bruce Chatwin, this trusty pocket-sized travel companion has held sketches, notes, stories, and ideas before they were ever turned into famous images or pages of beloved books. This is the little notebooks you see in the detective pockets. Okay? Because it's handy, it's flexible. And if you notice, I put inside that it is a gift from me because it says we are God's fellow workers. And you can put your name inside there. So you can go ahead and do that. That's your commitment. It's your little book, little black book. All right. Now, if you would flip over, please, to page 19. And we're going to take a few minutes here to write some pockets of contacts that you would have. These are just people that you know. Just go ahead and start writing there. You may have people that are just friends, hobbies, pals. You may have family, co-workers, people that are not apostolic, neighbors. And I've added a category in here that I feel is very important, and that is newcomers. You can use newcomers as a part of your contact list because if they're newcomers to this church, it's so important during those first 6 to 8 months that we make sure that they are rooted and grounded, and it takes all of us to do that. So if you would take a few minutes to do that, I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 minutes. Wow, some of you are still writing. Keep writing, baby. Keep writing. Yes. Good. Okay. All right. Now, if you are still writing, that's just fine with me. The next thing I'd like for you to do is look down at the bottom of the page, and it says level of interest. You have hot, warm, and cold contacts. A hot contact is someone you talk to regularly, who loves to be with you, who has shared personal feelings and thoughts in the past, and they might have shown interest in spiritual growth. If you would, just take an H, and if any of that applies to any of the above, just put an H beside that. Now, the warm is someone who would love to hear from you. You've made connection with them on some level. They'd enjoy your advice or company, and they might have expressed some need, but they're just not quite at that more intimate level. And cold is someone who, when they see your number on the ID, they do not answer. Okay, I don't want to. Okay, someone you've just met. I mean, maybe someone you just met. You know little or nothing about, and they've either been exposed to your message and rejected it, or they haven't responded, or either. But you can put a C by those. But hey, they're all good. All's good. All's good. Cold becomes warm, and warm becomes hot. That is possible.